for it, Hulk. We're gonna walk up to this ridge and see if we can glass some area on the other side. We're hiking up this ridge to glass. Got some frozen rain coming down on us. It's pretty damn windy. But we're about to get up to the top of this ridge, and I think we're gonna have a little bit more area to glass as long as the clouds don't roll in. Yeah, big bird up there too. Carcass probably. Cleared off. Gary and I are kind of just walking ridge to ridge now, glassing and looking for sign. We didn't really see much sign on the first ridge we were on. We just came to the top of this next ridge and glassed over. Here's a small bull and a couple cows, so they were on the move. I don't think it was because of us, but we're trying to see if we can see them again, but there's so much brush below us. And they were going down into the drainage, so we're trying to figure out what kind of play we're going to make and if we're going to be able to get back on them. You can hear Gary cow calling up there. Whatever herd got bumped by those other hunters was running fast. And we were trying to coax them over to us because we had good wind. But there was a bull not very far below us and we didn't see him. So he bugled at us and we bugled back. We were kind of hoping he would pull back into us, but they ran away, so we're kind of just following the trail to see where they end up at so we can make a play for this afternoon. Just took a little break, got a snack, kind of try to figure out where we think those elk might be headed, and hopefully they'll go around this ridge and slow down, so we're gonna see if we can get over there ourselves. It is steep. Oh, I'm so deaf.
I gotta take that Christmas tree down.
Do it. See if you can save it for 2 months. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I'll just go that way. I think we think that other trail was down there, right? Maybe we could just hit it. Just kind of go down to whatever. This is a coyote, no more elk. It's getting pretty windy again. We have no idea where those elk went that we saw this morning. Kind of looks like they might have looped back around, so we're hoping that maybe we run into them here in a little while. But other sign pretty much went away, so we'll see. Well, we're hiking back towards the camp area. We got some areas marked on the map, and as we're on the main trail, Gary's up in front and I'm kind of hiking in the back. 5 cows are in front of us. They don't see us, I guess, but they run. Kind of go off down the brush, and our wind is good, but we don't end up ever seeing them again. We kind of like go off the trail a little bit and look, but they're in here. We just glassing and we can never see them. So hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit more productive. All right, it's morning number 2. Yesterday we got on a few elk, but we couldn't get in any position to make a move or take a shot on them. So we're gonna go check out this other area today and see if we can find a better way to get into them without them noticing that we're there. Hopefully we can fill the freezer. So you want to go over there? We were walking on this trail. I just got into the just shot this bull. Looked like a good shot. I'm coming up on him right now. Yeah, dude. Well, most of the hunts that I've been on with Gary have been like kind of long range spot and stalk. In this area we've kind of had to change up our tactics and hunt the brush more, which we haven't really done a lot together other than like a couple little archery hunts that haven't really been successful. So we just followed this trail in with the wind to our advantage and blowing the cow call every couple minutes. And we got on sign pretty quick and we started smelling them, but we couldn't see them anywhere and we couldn't figure out why. And then we were kind of looking down in some timber and seeing a bull up on the trail that we were actually walking in on. And I don't know how we made it happen, but luckily we kept the wind good and I got a good shot. So now we got to start packing it out and get Gary one next. got these fresh tracks that went over the trail that we walked in on. And we heard something a little bit ago, so we're going to keep our eyes peeled down below us and see if we can maybe see what made them. Looks like a decent sized track though. It's morning number 3. Last night we got about 4 or 5 inches of fresh snow. So we're gonna kind of head back in the same area. See if we can get on some fresh tracks maybe. Hopefully we can get Gary on an elk. We got a winter wonderland out here. Well, it's been a slow morning. We've been out here about 2 hours, kind of cutting into some new country. We're about a 1.5 miles deeper than where we were yesterday, but we're going to loop back around, I think, to that same area. There's a lot of little draws and drainages that hold elk in here. It's kind of surprising with all this fresh snow, we didn't catch anything or any fresh tracks going across any of these like little roads that we're walking on or anything. So it's really strange. It seems like the elk just hang out in the timber like almost all the time here. So we're gonna go bust a little brush slowly and get down to the bottom of the drainage in front of us, and hopefully we'll run into something that doesn't see us first. Alright, we found a bull up on this hill in front of us. Probably over 1,000 yards. It's really hard to say what way the wind's going, so we're just gonna go down here and see if we can get in closer. The timber on this hillside is so thick, so Gary and I are gonna try to get to the bottom. Maybe we can get a better view. We made it to where we're like about 400 to 500 yards within range of that hillside where we saw that bull. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of visibility. There's so much timber in front of us. So we're trying to figure out. We actually can't find him right now, but we're trying to find a way to glass so we can maybe see him again. Not a lot of openings. So we're gonna follow this trail back and do a loop. Kind of get back to where we were hunting yesterday, I think. Just kind of slowly hunt on the way back. kind of going in the direction where we're going, and the wind is good, so we're just gonna follow it, and hopefully we run into them. Wind is going this way. We just glassed up a couple cows on the ridge, and we spooked them a little bit. And I got on a pretty big herd in some pretty steep country, and there was a bull in there, but we only saw him for a couple minutes, and we got on the elk probably like 100 yards away, and they were just kind of sitting and sunbathing, and all we could see is cows and spikes, and we're really looking for that bull. We're sitting on our knees there for like 20 minutes. Then the wind changed and they busted off, so we're just kind of following their trail, trying to keep the wind good, and hopefully we'll catch up to them.
It's morning number 4. We're gonna head out, hit some of the timber that we've hit the first couple days and got on elk, and hopefully we can get in close to something so we can fill Gary's tag and get out of here. Yesterday was a lot of hiking, and we got close to elk a few times. We were in some rough country, but it ended up being uneventful as far as the harvest, so we're excited to get out there again and see some more.
It's all right. Almost a mile down this ridge, and it looks like a couple other hunters decided to hunt the same ridge as us, so we've been cutting fresh boot tracks in the snow and saw a couple guys down below us, but we're gonna try to use that to our advantage, and hopefully they'll push something to us.
Get up on the ridge.
We're gonna go hit that trail, right, and look for that other trail. Yeah. We went up to the top of this ridge. Wind was really crappy going in, weather was changing, super swirly. Didn't see any fresh sign, but we glassed up a couple elk about 1.5 miles away. We saw them there yesterday morning as well, and we didn't make a move on them because we got into some other ones, but it doesn't seem like they're disturbed, so we're going to keep that on the plan B list for later today or early tomorrow morning. But we're just going to go hit the draw where I shot my bull a couple days ago, and even though we got fresh snow, there's some patches of green down in there, so we think that they might be hiding out and eating. Look at that, G's for shed. It's a good one, man. Look at that. So rad. honestly looks like there's a trail right here. But I don't want to drop out a shit ton of elevation today if we don't have to. Because I think that there we want to hunt. If we like hit it in the middle and the wind's good, it'll be like kind of open area and stuff. How far away was he? But you couldn't see his antlers. Like after I told you I saw him and you came up here, I never saw him again. I mean, we're already going that way, right? Maybe like check out his tracks. Just see if we can like get an idea. He might fucking be right up around that bend, you know? Yes! There's the other one rolling up the hill. You see him up there, G? The other one's only 40 yards ahead of him. Bull down. Yes. You wrapped up, Gary. You did it, buddy.
Oh my God, I can't believe we just pulled that off.
Yeah, we did it. It's been a hell of a hunt, huh? Do you think that was the same two you just saw?
Yeah, this is a smaller one.
So rad, though.
I couldn't even see the bigger one.
Did you see him running up the hill?
He was huge.
Yeah, he was pretty big. This morning it was feeling like kind of shitty, the weather. We weren't going to get on it, and then we bumped that little bull and you were trying to see if you had antlers. I don't think it was this one. And then
There was only one. When we saw that first one, there was only one. And when we saw it at the bottom of the ravine, there's two. So much met us with the army, I don't know.
yeah, so it's, but then we just got over on the spot where we kind of thought the elk would be hanging out though, and they were over here. And there's a lot of tracks too. Yeah. So
Super thick though. Oh my God. This is definitely some of the hardest hunting. We're used to spot and stock. And this is complete opposite.
it's kind of fun though in a different way.
It is. It's a lot of work though.
For sure.
A lot of jumping logs, a lot of walking slow. I feel like every time we stopped and we were like, there should be elk here. All of a sudden, we're like, oh, there's elk.
Yeah. Yeah, we got one, man.
Whoa. We get the picture.
Got it.